그거
오, 잘한다.
확실한지는 모르겠는데.
오, 히트.
나도.
Ladies and lads, welcome to Heatspeak episode 4. It's a big episode. It's been a while since we did the last one, but I'm joined by some very, very special guests here today. We have, of course, the GOAT, the legend, Ni. We have Ulsan, JoKa all the way from the UK, and of course, CBM, Cherry Berry Mango. Guys, thank you so much for joining me here for this Heatspeak episode. We actually have so much to talk about. We have, we're going to be talking about Tekken 8. It's been about a year now, just over a year that the game's been out, so we're going to be talking about everything about Tekken 8, the guys' opinions on the game as a whole and as a competitive game. Of course, we're going to be talking about some other stuff a bit more personal to all these guys as well, try and learn a little bit more about these guys. And then, of course, we're ending it with the Pakistan versus Korea exhibition, which we're going to talk about. Obviously, the rivalry that has been so huge in this community in Tekken for years now, really, with these two countries at the top. But lads, thank you so much for joining me, man. I do want to quickly just say a little bit of news that came out recently, which is, of course, the balance of adjustments for Tekken has actually been delayed. They said that they're gonna delay the balance adjustments, which they were gonna do before season 2, and do it a bit later now because there are a couple of tournaments happening at the end of this month, both Master Cup and the EU Cup finals, which actually the EU Cup finals, me and JoKa will be going to in about a week. And yeah, because of those two tournaments, they're actually going to delay the balance. But talk about balance, there's so much to talk about, lads. Thanks for joining me here, man. I'll start with let me start with you, Ulsan. Actually, Ulsan, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good. I'm just playing Tekken.
Yeah.
Exactly. Other games. Yeah.
Oh, you playing other games as well?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What you been playing?
Like, I just love play RPG game
Okay.
or like StarCraft.
Oh, okay. Yeah, StarCraft's quite popular in Korea, huh?
Because I thought like these days I have no any reason for practice a lot these days.
Yeah.
Like they announced that there's nothing like new patch before before March, right? The middle of March.
Yeah.
So I just play other game and play like exercise.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Nice.
Very boring. Very boring.
Very boring. I think
Very
that
boring.
it's a good time to do all of this because
Yeah.
there's so much time now. Of course, the first tournament of the Tekken World Tour will be at Evo Japan 2025. That actually announced that. So it's going to be the beginning of May, the first week of May, that we start the Tekken World Tour. So there's so much time that we have now in this off season. So also, let me start with you then, and I'm gonna rotate and go across everybody. But it's been a year now, or over a year that Tekken 8 has been out, and I know that you were kind of having a little bit of trouble at the beginning. Who am I gonna pick? Which character? Is it gonna be Reina? Is it maybe Azucena? And you stuck with Dragunov in the end. But what do you feel about the game when it came out, and what do you think about it now? Like, is it a game that you're really enjoying? Do you think that there needs to be some changes? Like, what's your thoughts on Tekken 8 now?
Like when Tekken 8 came out first time,
Yeah.
and I just happy that even if game is bad, because I play like Tekken 7, like we play 8 years,
Yeah.
like 9 years.
Mm.
I was so boring to play Tekken 7, so I just love all of Tekken 8, like every system, every like character.
Mhm.
But like after like 8 months in 2024, my thinking going to be changed, and then this game is too much. Like my opinion changed to, oh, this game is too much. Like
Really?
like recovery gauge. Exactly, I was the who got like most, like support or get good results in 2024.
Yeah.
But even I got like much money, right?
Mhm.
But this game is too much for now.
Right. Okay. Too much for now. We'll go back to that. We'll get back to you. But CBM, obviously, you had a very, very good end to Tekken World Tour in 2023. Obviously, you grand finals with Arslan there, and that year you actually top 3 in the leaderboard. Solid in Tekken 7. But then Tekken 8 comes out. You stuck with the Jin. What do you think at the start of Tekken 8? And is your opinion different now after 1 year?
at the beginning of Tekken 8, my thought against Tekken 8 was a bit narrow that I didn't think about chip damage. So I thought Jin was just weak because I didn't have a strategy of chip damage. But like after I played a lot, I found the strategy to use chip damage, and I stuck into Jin. Before I played Victor as well, but the character was quite simple to be played, so I just switched to Jin, and I got quite good results. Of course, I got lots of fifth and seventh place at lots of tournaments, but I got quite satisfying tournament results, so I'm okay with that. But I like Olsen said, the game, 1 year has passed, and lots of things should be considered, but we will talk about it later.
Okay, cool. JoKa, I feel like, you had one of the best starts to Tekken 8. I think that in Europe, you immediately jumped into it, playing super solid, winning a lot of stuff. You won that huge tournament in Pakistan. Beginning of Tekken 8 to now, has your opinion changed, or what is your opinion on the game right now?
I think my opinions changed a lot. When the game first came out, I think it was really chaotic. I think it still is, but they've made some good changes. I'm happy that they're regularly balancing the game. Obviously, right now, it's been a while that, we've received like a balance patch, and we're gonna probably have to wait some time. But my opinion's changed a lot. I think everyone adapts at different rates and times. Yeah, I just hope to see more changes. I'm slowly starting to get comfortable with the way to play this game. I feel like there's so many different ways and styles you can use to play this game. I think it's so important to like kind of accustom yourself to Heat as well and use that in different ways, especially with the characters that you play. But yeah, I'm liking the game. I hope there's a lot of changes coming for season 2. That's all I wish for. But yeah, hopefully I'm very excited for the future, and let's see what happens.
Okay, well, Nee, we get to you now. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you very much for joining. You have been playing Tekken for a very long time. Tekken, even Tekken 5, Tekken 4, 6, and you played many Tekken game.
Tekken 1, Tekken 2,
Tekken 1, 2, 3, all
Tekken 1.
all of the games, bro. All the games.
Yeah.
And then Tekken 8 comes out. I want to know, what was your opinion in the beginning, and now your opinion now on Tekken 8?
My opinion is Tekken 8 is the best fighting game. This is formal,
Yeah.
but this is formal. But to be honest, my real mind, Tekken 8 is very stressful, and Tekken 1 season 1 is terrible.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Why would you say that season 1 is not good for Tekken 8? Is there like what reason?
About terrible?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
because
Yeah.
I think Tekken 8 season 1 is too much. Chip damage and crazy hit smash and terrible balance and rank match and no motivation, all systems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the heat system, chip damage, all these things, is too much. It's it's a bit too crazy of a game. I understand that. So Ulsan, we'll get back to you because you were gonna mention as well. What is your opinion and on Tekken 8 now? Because you also said you think it's too much, even though you won many tournaments. You also believe the same, that it's too much, and this is an opinion that I'm hearing a lot from many people, that it's too much. So what do you think is too much, and what would you change of this game? Because obviously the season pass is coming soon. The new balance is going to be coming soon. What would you like to see in that?
Like I think the game concept is aggressive, right? And then like the aggressive option is very weird. That I thought I have one idea that the player have hit gauge on each round, right? But I think if they want to make like aggressive game, if the player hit or block against like opponent, and then the hit gauge going to 뭐죠? Charge,
Uh-huh. So you think that it should be like a meter? You don't have it from the start, but it builds.
Yeah.
Like
If they want to use the hit, they have
Ah.
to press buttons like that.
Ah.
And then exactly the recovery gauge is too much. Like some character have good recovery gauge or like good blocking damage, good hit smash, but that option is like 그 뭐죠? 형, 매 라운드마다 이게 적용이 되니까 갭 차이가 난다고.
그게 그러니까 너가 말하고 싶은 게 매 라운드마다 그
히트나 이런
가드
것들
데미지나 히트 데미지가 좋은 애들이 매 라운드마다 적용되니까 그
이게 이제
약간
스노우볼이 굴러가는 거예요.
캐릭터마다 약간 체급 차이가 생긴다 이걸 말하고 싶은 거지.
맞죠?
So he wants to say that some characters have really strong chip damage and also really strong hit smash, but every round they have an advantage to use those chip damage and hit smash. So I think it's also kind of a balance matter that some characters they always have advantage against just weaker characters. So maybe they need to change some chip damage and hit smash balance.
Right.
And then the plus frame of like hit smash or something is too much that the block player, the player who block, that player have to block like 10 seconds,
Yeah.
when opponent have like hit.
Yeah.
And then just timeout or something, and the mind game is really easy, just 50-50. So I think that's what I say is too much.
I see. CBM, do you agree with that as well? That those things, or is there anything more, or do you disagree? What do you think?
I agree with Ulsan's idea that I also think some characters has like broken moves like hit smash. Of course, Jin also has really nice hit smash. And like Yoshimitsu Flash, he ignores aggressiveness of Tekken 8. And I think Tekken 8, all the characters has overpowered moves. I think it's a concept how Bandai Namco made the game for beginners, because Tekken, they all the characters has like tons of moves, more than 100 moves. So it's really hard to use all the moves. But if they just overpowered only like few moves, like 5 or 6 moves, they only can be all the players can easier access to the game. But I think, like Nee said, the game is too much. There some moves are too much. Like Clive, before he got nerfed, his 1+2 tracking hit engager, like crazy damage, like hit dash combo. That's how they think about Tekken 8, but I think they should calculate and consider all the moves to be. I think all the moves should be a little bit lowered, like coming back to Tekken 7.
Is there any character that you feel like needs to be buffed, or is it just nerf everyone? Like, what's your opinion on that? Just nerf everyone?
So it's so just hard to define simply, but I think
just nerf everyone.
You should. Yeah, but some characters they still play like Tekken 7. Like for example, Lars.
Yeah,
he's just without stance. He plays like Tekken 7, so he doesn't need enough without stance. But maybe some characters like Yoshimitsu, he's playing also Tekken 7, but his flash ignores the system. So all stuff should be considered again.
True. You need to consider everything. JoKa, what's your opinion, man? These lads are saying that look, the game's too much. It's and this is something that we've heard a lot, and you're right, they did make some changes, heat burst, you can step it now on certain things, but is it enough? And what do you want to see, JoKa, for this upcoming balance change?
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about a few things. I'll start off with heat. Like CBM and Ulsan mentioned heat smashes. That's good. But they didn't talk about like some characters can do too much in heat and some characters heat consumption. Like for instance, Kuma, Nina, Law can do so much in heat. Then there's other characters that can't do as much, you know? So I think heat consumption needs to be looked at. I think it should be balanced across the whole roster. Like one character shouldn't be able to do so much, and then there's other characters that can't do too much. Bearing in mind the characters that can do so much are already strong as it is and they're well rounded, like Nina, for instance, you know? The second thing I want to talk about is heat burst tracking and range, and also the situation on block. I think some track way too fucking much for some reason. The range on some of them is crazy. Like it's as if there's phantom range on some. It feels like you think it's gonna whiff, you backdash, and it doesn't whiff. It hits you. It's so crazy. And again, I don't like the situation on block. You're literally both just standing there and it's just so weird. I feel like there has to be pushback when it comes to the heat burst on block. I think that would reset neutral, and it's again, heat burst should be like a defensive option as well, right? So why is it like you're so close to each other with no pushback when it's done on block? I think it should. There has to be pushback like there was. Um, I think he engages. Now we've saw like the teaser for season 2. Now I don't know what to think. I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm just thinking, maybe it's going to be less plus when it comes to the full crouch mix with heat engages. I don't know though. I just hope they change the frames on heat engages. I hope like more heat engages are unsafe, like power crush heat engages, for instance. Um, yeah, and I just feel like some moves, like CBM mentioned, are just too strong in this game. Some moves track way too much. Some moves just have multiple purposes. Like for instance, forward 1+2 with Clive was insane. I'm glad they nerfed it now. But yeah, I just think they need to change a lot of things with this game. I think they have to change a lot of things if we're being honest.
I see a lot of things, and Ni, I want to go back to you, and if you want to respond in Korean, that's fine as well, because I want to know. You said that the games for season 1 is terrible, right? And you've played so many Tekkens in the past, and I want to know, what do you think are the main things to change in season 2 so that Tekken 8 is a better game?
이거 배망이한테 좀 얘기해야겠다.
네네네네네.
이게 좀
네네네.
길 것 같아서. 그러니까
네네네.
이게 내가 생각하는 지금 시즌 1은 그거야. 이제 오늘 만약에 이겼어도 내일 지는 게 시즌 1인 것 같거든. 왜냐면
네.
이제 오늘은 그냥 잘 막았을 뿐이야. 잘 찍어서. 내일은 못
네네.
찍으면 또 지는 거고. 그러니까 그게 지금 시즌 1이 아닌가 싶고, 왜냐면 어떤 스매시, 히트 스매시 다음에 무조건 50대 50이 나오는 상황이 오다 보니까 좀 그런 게임이지 않나 싶고, 또 그냥 뭔가 이제 무지성으로 써도 되는 뭐 상단 파크 같은 것들이 알면서도 어쩔 수 없는 그런 상황들도 좀 많은 것 같고, 그래서 뭔가 그 너무 많은 변수가 있어서 하는 사람들이 많은 스트레스를 받는 것 같아. 그래서 시즌 2는 좀 이제 그게 너무 공격이 뭔가 단점이 없으니까 하는 사람들이 뭔가 일찍 질리는 그런 것도 있는 것 같고, 그래서 시즌 2는 어느 정도 이제 스매시나 이런 것들을 좀 대처할 수 있는 그런 옵션이 있으면 좀 좋을 것 같고,
네.
또 랭크 매치가 좀 개선이 돼서 사람들이 뭔가 좀 랭크 매치 진득하게 할 수 있는 걸 원해야 되는데, 이게 두 판씩 하니까 뭔가 되게 인스턴트 같은 느낌이라 뭔가 좀 모바일 게임하는 그런 느낌이 들어서, 사실 뭐 밸런스적으로는 그냥 차차 잡으면 된다고 생각하는데, 그냥
네.
게임을 오래 킬 이유가 지금 딱히 방송이나 이런 거 아닌 사람은 사실 오래 킬 이유가 없는 것 같아서, 뭔가 좀 진득하게 할 수 있는 그런 컨텐츠 같은 거 좀 만들면 좋겠는데, 그게 사실은 랭크 매치인데 랭크 매치가 지금 너무 단편적으로 하니까 뭔가 옛날처럼 데스매치를 좀 했으면 좋겠는데, 그런 것들, 또 라운지가 활성화돼 있지만 사실 라운지 갈 이유도 딱히 없는 것 같고, 그래서 시즌 2에서는 또 이런 뭐 파이널 판타지 콜라보 안 했으면 좋겠고, 어,
네네네네. 네.
설국 팬들은 안 원하니까 그런 거 안 했으면
네.
좋겠다는 그런 게 나의 시즌 2 바람입니다.
센데요 이거?
네네네. Okay, what he said was the problem of a season 1 was there was a possibility of winning and losing at the same time. Like, for example, today I won the game, but tomorrow I can lose still because it's sometimes it's just 50-50. That's the main concept of season 1, he think. And there are also some inevitable situations, like you can predict opponents to use power crush or some overpowered moves, but there is nothing we can do. So there are lots of unexpected stuff. So lots of players they got stressed.
Yeah.
And so what he wants for season 2 was like attacking options are just too strong and it's really hard to fight against it. So he hopes season 2 has some options to fight against like really strong moves like hit smash. And he also wants rank match to be changed because first to 2 format is really short and the game is really it's really speedy game, so that lots of players think it's just like instant like ready meal food.
Yeah.
So if players they don't play game as like us for job, they don't think they don't get any motivation to play really longer. So even player launch, he doesn't think it needs to be exist.
Oh, really?
Also, at the end, he said most of Tekken players they don't like collaboration with Final Fantasy.
Really?
So so he wants maybe he wants a original Tekken back. Yeah.
Original Tekken characters return. Not
And
not
turn
collab.
or like Street Fighter 6 SNK fighting game and
Fighting
game collab is okay.
Oh, okay. So you want Akuma? Akuma Tekken 8?
아,
Akuma's a fighting game character. So
case by case.
case by case. Okay. So
Case
I
by
guess
case.
no Akuma. That's interesting. What do you think about Clive actually, CBM? Because I mean you were the Noctis guy and you play Final Fantasy. Do you like Clive?
How should I say this? The first day when I saw the trailer of Clive, it was like 50-50 and like happy-ish because Noctis was also from Final Fantasy, but his effect and how he should be played was quite close to Tekken. But Clive has really strong and really bright effect, so sometimes it's really hard to react those moves. So even I played lots of matches with Clive. Still, it's just 50-50. Not bad, but not so cool. Also, how they make the character was so like not well calculated because all the moves has like weak points, but they just think Clive was weak, so maybe they made 1+2 too much.
Yeah, it was.
But he got nerfed, so there's no reason to be played for tournaments, I believe.
Do you think that he's not good enough to play in tournament? Now?
He's good, but when I play Clive, I think when I win, I just make quite good read and when I make quite good counter hit, I win. But there's no reason for him to be played like that. If I just play other safer characters, maybe safer and more consistent.
I see.
I have a question that to like Bandai Namco. I always have like this question, like
Shout
when
out.
they make like Clive, they collaborate with Clive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they make Clive that strong, like 1+2. I just want to ask they have balance team like when before the Clive comes out, like they have to play, right?
I guess so.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
I really like surprised that they don't know what is the problem.
Yeah. No.
If they know even like just at least they are like green rank or yellow rank levels, they should know. Like
So
You know what?
이거.
One day I had a talk with Nobi and I asked what do you think about the first year of Tekken 8, and he said just it's just mass, but he just he didn't expect the game be good because every vanilla version of Tekken
Mm.
was shit. Tekken 5.0 shit, Tekken 6 original was shit, Tekken 7 the arcade the first version
original.
was, so he just expected that Tekken 8 was also not that much well balanced.
Oh, I see. So Ulsan's question is, I guess to Bandai Namco is, hey, shouldn't you guys have known that this move was going to be really strong and a bit too much before releasing him? Like, if you play the game a little bit, you should know that that forward 1+2 is going to be a problem, right? So why did that? I mean, it was the same thing with Leroy, though. I feel like in Tekken 7, right?
No,
Like
like
he had so many OP moves, right? Like they should know, right?
Yeah.
I think they make Clive like that
Mm.
when the tournament is nothing everywhere.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in Korea we have like biggest tournament in the at the time,
Oh yeah.
like $15,000 tournament.
Yeah. STL.
So I
STL,
was really
yes.
like serious for like play Clive.
Yeah. I saw there was
That
one
was
tournament, there were like 7 Clives or something in one tournament, right?
Yeah.
really bad timing for Koreans. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, you got to be careful. But I do like that they did say that they're going to release the updates for the balance later because, Master Cup and EU Cup are happening, so they're not going to interfere with that. But yeah, gone.
One thing I wanted to add though is like that's happening in February though. That's finishing in February. Like, why can't we get updated in March? Because there's nothing happening in March. I don't get what's so important about March not getting no balance update. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, because those both tournaments are on the same day next week. So
Well, not even next week. This weekend, which is crazy.
It's this
Like, I don't.
weekend.
this
Yeah,
weekend.
it's this
Yeah.
weekend. So I don't get what's happening in the Bandai Namco balance team and everything. But I do agree with what Ulsan said. Sometimes it feels like they don't balance test anything, especially with some of these updates as well. Like some characters get the craziest buffs. Like for instance, Brian's 4-2-1 buff. Like what were they thinking with that as well? That was
No
crazy, you
filter,
know.
no filter.
Yeah. The buffs have some of them have not made any sense to me, and I really just want to see nerfs to everybody. I don't want to see any buffs to any characters, but we'll see what they do with in April. I guess it's April, right, where they're gonna come out with the balance.
Well, most likely because apparently the battle pass ends in 60 days, and I think that's around April 17th. And they said there's no balance patch for mid-March, so maybe at the start of April, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Neat. Like in the beginning of Tekken 8, obviously this game was like a very aggressive game, much different to Tekken 7. But more time passes, you're getting stronger and stronger, I think, like your Brian super strong. You're adapting to the game a little bit. What character are you looking to play in the next season for Tekken? Would you stick with Brian? Maybe choose another character? Like, what's your strategy now for 2025 Tekken?
이게
네.
브라이언이 지금 굉장히 좋은 평가를 받고 있고 나도 지금 굉장히 좋다고 생각하는데 시즌 2에서 뭐 크게 변화가 없으면 브라이언은 이제 꾸준히 사용할 생각이고, 이제 만약에 뭐 페잉이 좀 더 버프가 먹어서 좀 돌아온다면 이제 페잉을 한번 다시 생각해 볼 생각이고, 또 지금은 이제 사실 브라이언 말고는 굳이 지금 나한테 맞는 캐릭이 없어 가지고 다른 캐릭을 생각을 별로 안 해 봤다. 이 정도?
음.
그러니까 뭔가
네네네.
이제 그 처음에 할 때는 굉장히 어렵게 생각하고 이제 게임을 했던 것 같은데 오히려 그냥 뇌 빼고 하니까 훨씬 잘 되던데. 약간 요런 생각이라.
맞는 말씀입니다.
아,
예.
어. 시즌 2 보고 한번 판단해 봐야겠어.
쉽게 해야 돼요. 이렇게.
So what he said was Bran is now really highly evaluated. Also, he also thinks he's really good. If they don't make big changes of Brian, he will just keep playing Brian.
Mm.
And if Fang gets more buff and he comes back like he played before, he will also try. He wants to try Fang too.
Okay.
And for now, there is no character he wants to and he get used to play except Brian. So he never thinks about picking other characters.
Okay.
At the beginning of Tekken 8, he just thought in really hard way to play the game, but now he just play without thinking, like say like without brain. So
노브레인,
now,
노브레인.
No
yeah,
brain?
he got
Oh, no brain.
used to the game without just thinking really hard.
I was
So
like,
he will
look,
just
he's adapting. I'm like, he's
Yeah.
adapting to the game. He's playing so
Yeah,
well
yeah,
now.
like-
He's like, yeah, I just turned
Yeah.
my brain off. That's crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
like brain dead. So he will just see how season 2 will be released, and he will just decide again.
I see. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. So he just turned his brain off. So, do you guys agree with that? That helps. You know, you just don't think too much. Just is that the way to play Tekken 8? Ulsan, is that how you win all these tournaments? Just don't think. Just
Yeah, don't think and just press down 2, running 2, back for 3, 1-1. If I got a counter hit, it's just lose and go back home.
oh my god.
This game is like this.
I was the same day, Jin stands 3+4, stands 4,
Yeah, yeah.
left 3, down 2,
You know,
down
when
2,
I-
2,
when
1,
I-
2, 1,
yeah.
4. Easy. Yeah.
When I won a tournament, after like ceremony, winning ceremony, and at that time I thought, oh God, thank you, like this. I thought that was not my pure skills, just oh God, thank you. I lucky, yes.
Lucky.
Yeah.
I have to ask this question though because we have both JoKa and Ni in the same room, right? You two have been, I feel like, the two guys that have been playing Feng before, right? Even though Ni's playing Brian now. But you're the only two guys that here you say that Feng isn't as strong as people think that he is. And people are gonna come at me if I don't ask. JoKa, what is the deal with Feng? Tell us, tell the world. Is Feng because people said Feng's top 5, Feng's broken, Feng is OP. Is Feng OP? And if they're wrong, why are they wrong?
I don't think Feng's as strong as people say. You know what the problem is? People don't understand, yeah. In Tekken, there's something called backdashing. Now, backdashing beats a lot of options. Now, a lot of people don't understand. You don't always have to press. Sometimes you can just hold back. And I think holding back versus Feng is good. Like, a lot of people, when I see, they say Feng's so strong. I see them fight Feng in like range 1 and range 2. That's not a range you want to fight Feng at, I don't think Feng's as strong as people say. I think Feng's difficult to play. It's why so many people have dropped him. It's why people have gone to other characters. I think there's just way more. Like, I know he has strong moves. I agree. But I think to play in like tournaments, very difficult. Yeah, I think he's a very hard character, and I'm sure Ni agrees. And Ulsan, I'm sure, agrees, because Ulsan tried. Bro, what are people. Okay, for me, they can say I'm bad, but Ulsan, is someone going to say Ulsan's bad? Ulsan used to play Feng and he goes, he's too hard. What are people going to say to Ulsan, bro?
Ulsan, do you agree?
Like-
Feng's hot?
I mean, Feng he's really good. But the problem is his mind game is really difficult for all of the players, each players. But they don't need the difficult mind game. Just turn on the hit smash. So the Feng player have to play easy. That's the problem, I think.
And
I
yeah,
think
play
the
easy
strong
and
point- yeah.
timing as well. I think timing is so important with Feng.
I think the strong point of Feng is the mind game is really difficult. But in Tekken 8 Season 1, there's so many options to beat Feng's mind game. Just turn on the hit smash. Easy.
Easy, yeah. And do you agree with JoKa that FENG difficult character?
Yeah.
Just character is difficult, I think.
Yeah, character difficult.
이게 그 팽이 일단
네.
그 세븐보다 기술의 판정이 좀 많이 약화됐어. 이제 뭐 하단이나 이런 것들이 횡신에 잘 피해지게 됐고, 그러니까 추적을 하는 걸 많이 줄여놔서 사실 공격에 좀 위험성이 커지고, 이제 하단이 사실 이득이 다 줄었거나 이제 0인데, 이게 사실 이제 지속적인 뭔가 공격이 쉽지 않은 그런 캐릭을 만들어 놔 가지고, 뭐 사실 드라랑 비교해 보면 하단, 그러니까 다운 2가 사실 둘 다 -1 이지만 드라가 가지는 -1 이랑 팽이 가지는 -1은 차이가 되게 크다 해야 되나? 그래서 드라는 사실 때려도 -1 이라도 내가 기상킥을 하면 허쳐서 맞을 각오를 해야 되는데, 팽은 사실 그런 운영이 안 되다 보니까 뭔가 그 마이너스 심리에서 뭔가 하기 좀 쉽지 않고, 그러니까 주력기를 사실 백노를 만들어 놔서 결국 그 백노를 써야 되는데, 그걸 이제 너프하는 바람에 사실상 이제 심리전이 되게 단순해졌고, 그러다 보니까 뭔가 좀 고급스러운 플레이가 하기 어려워졌는데, 결국 그냥 이득 있는 하단이 백로랑 질체인데, 그건 막히면 다 뭐 뜨거나 하니까 사실 이제 도박수도 좀 어렵고, 그러니까 뭐 드라 영각이나 클라이브 영각에 비하면 사실상 이제 하단 공격이 아니라 포킹이 좋다고 말할 수 없는 캐릭이 돼 버려서 지금은 굳이 할 이유가 없지 않나라는 생각이지.
행이 가드 데미지도 좀 안 좋아요.
음.
What he said was lots of moves for Feng got nerfed comparing to Tekken 7. Because used to be tracking really good way, but some moves now it's really easy to be step. So he has more risk to be aggressive. For example, some low attacks, he has less advantage, or now it's just 0 frame. So he cannot just keep going forward to be aggressive. Comparing to Dragunov, they both has down 2. It's also -1 on hit, but Dragunov has really good sidestep and movement, so he can use more mind game after down 2 hits. But Fang doesn't have good movement like Dragunov, so he doesn't have advantage like Dragunov. So now he has a like full crouch low attacks, but they also nerf it, so it's really when opponents block those full crouch low attack, it's just really punishable. So it's just like 50-50 and so hard to play it. So comparing to Dragunov down 2 or Clive's down 1, Sharpener, he doesn't have a good advantage against those moves, so he doesn't think there's a reason to play him for tournaments.
I see. Interesting. Okay, JoKa. Look, he's given. You guys are giving a good argument, man. You know, I don't know, but people in the chat, people at home, they're not gonna be happy. But you guys, you're convincing me, man. You're convincing me. I want to ask a couple more questions because I feel like everyone here agrees. I think that Tekken 8 is too much right now, and you want to see nerfs to the system, right? But I would like to ask a few more questions, and I'll start with Ulsan. Ulsan, if there was one thing that you could change, you have the decision to change one thing in Tekken 8, what would it be?
I think the balance patch.
Yeah. Anything to balance. Yeah, change.
Like
딱 하나만 바꿀 수 있으면 뭘 바꿀지.
flashing.
Flash?
Flash?
Yeah.
What, Yoshi's Flash?
Yeah.
What would you change? How would you change it?
Like without sword that mode, you know, the back 1+2.
Yeah.
On that time, on that mode, on that stance, the hitbox, the hitbox of flash is really like huge.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So when I play Yoshimitsu, my punish was like dashy flashing like that. The game is really going crazy. I felt this is not like not fair, unfair.
Mm. Oh, okay.
I
So
think
so I think
adding
that's
adding
my problem.
stagger after flash is also okay. Like Asuka's 4-1
yeah,
because it's so hard to punish. Yeah.
true.
Our viewer said, please pick netcode first.
Netcode. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. That's
Okay.
fair. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Yeah.
Mm.
So Yoshi Flash. Fuck Yoshi, man. I hate Yoshimitsu so much.
Yeah, man. Fuck that character, man.
I hate Yoshi, bro. Yeah, and I've been making tweets about Yoshi, and I've had Yoshimitsu players, messaging me and on Twitter like, "Spag, you make me so upset with your tweets. I don't care. If you play Yoshi, I don't care." But yeah, CBM, what do you think? What would you change if it's a character or like a nerf or something change of the system? What would you change in Tekken 8?
I just hope they delete Yoshimitsu.
Yes, yes. Delete Yoshimitsu. That's what I was saying.
So no, so no worries, right?
Yeah,
We
man.
don't care. We don't need to care about flash and sidestep roll. We don't need to care about it because if there is no Yoshimitsu, simple.
Yeah. You don't have to care
Yeah.
about spin, flash, nerf. Just delete him. Then it's fine. JoKa, what would you do?
So there's multiple things I want to talk about quickly.
Yeah.
Obviously, fuck Yoshimitsu, first of all. Delete that character. I think, in general, I think the sidestep's okay in this game, but I feel like moves track too much, and the hitbox on certain moves have crazy tracking. So it's hard to step some moves in Tekken 8. Of course, heat gauges need to be less plus. I agree with better netcode. Change ranked. What else? Maybe some new modes as well, like offline mode, online team battle, stuff like that.
I think
could
tournament
help
mode. There's no
bring-
tournament mode anymore.
Yeah, like I think things like that could bring in casuals and bring back the interest in the game and the series.
Yeah.
I think things like that are so important to help build the franchise and take it to the next level. Of course.
No, I agree with you.
So what's
Yeah.
the most highest priority for you? Pick only one because Spec said only one thing he can
one.
change.
I
Yeah.
think it's either heat engages less plus or heat smashes changed. Like some heat smashes are way too plus, and why do some of them give a mix up on block? And Lings gives a mix up on hit. I'm always gonna speak about Lings heat smash. Why does it give a mix up on hit? It's so dumb.
Yeah, it's stupid. Ling Xiaoyu is crazy.
I hate Xiaoyu.
Yeah. We all hate Xiaoyu. Ni, if there was one thing for you to change in Tekken, nerf something, nerf character, system, what would you change?
Yeah. I hope change hit smash.
Heat smash.
Yeah.
So less plus?
그러니까
No plus?
히트 스매시가 이제 사실 너무 원 버튼인데 발동도 너무 빠르고 데미지도 높은데다가 벽 기믹 터트리면은 엄청난 고데미지 입힐 수 있고 히트 스매시 다음에 또 심리가 있으니까 사실상 이게 막 3라운드 내내 이제 이루어지다 보니까 이걸로 인해서 뭔가 심리가 너무 좀 단순하거나 또 뭔가 좀 랜덤적인 요소가 있는 것 같고 또 이게 사실 격투 게임에 너무 이제 쉬운 루트로 가게 되면은 빨리 질린다는 건데 또 그렇다 보니까 또 히트 스매시로 캐릭터 성능이 너무 갈리는 것도 있고 뭐 특히나 이제 어쩔 수 없는 그런 플러스 이득일 때 히트 스매시 때문에 아무것도 못하는 그런 상황이나 뭐 레이지 아츠 말고는 사실 이길 수 있는 그런 판정도 없다는 거. 그래서 너무 강력한 히트 스매시를 좀 뭔가 대처할 수 있는 옵션을 줘야 되지 않나. 이게 내 의견.
So what he said was hit smash is just so easy to be used because it's just one button. It has a high damage. It also occurs like world splat or world blast kind of stuff. Also, every round, all players they can use hit smash. So those mind game is so simple, and sometimes it gives just random results. For fighting games, if it's just to be simple, all players they just get easily bored for the game. Also, those hit smash also makes balance and tier difference between all the characters.
Yeah, I see.
And also after hit smash, even some rage arts cannot interrupt. So he thinks there should be option to fight against a hit smash.
Maybe you can maybe Power Crush could be Heat Smash or something, you know? Like there needs to be some counterplay. JoKa, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. Another thing I wanted to add as well is I don't like how every DLC character has like an install or like a gauge or like a meter or something. I think they need to change that. It's getting like very boring and bland that every character has like an install. It's so dumb. Like Eddie, Lydia, Heihachi, Clive. Like I don't get why they're doing that. Maybe in season 2 or something, everyone will have a meter or an install. God knows.
Yeah. I feel like every character they've added in has had some sort of install. Clive doesn't have one though, does he? Does he?
He has
Yeah, he has a
Oh, he
the
does. Yeah,
bottom
with the damage on the special
blade.
move.
Blade, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like everyone does have some sort of thing. But what we haven't heard from you guys, I haven't, because a lot of people have been talking about 50-50s, like the Tekken's 50-50, but we've been hearing more about like, you know, like the damage and the chip damage and heat smashes and stuff. Do you guys still think this game is way too 50-50? And like, what's your opinion? CBM, I'll ask you, like, do you think it's too much 50-50 in this game right now, like at the moment?
I think 50-50 is okay because it's just fighting game. But sometimes there's a way you can avoid the situation. Like for example, against Kazuya, if you sidestep left, you can avoid 4-4-3 or help sweep 50-50 situation. But in this game, like JoKa said, there is just only few things you can avoid the situation. Maybe Murray someday he said someone complained about Tekken 7, maybe season 3 Kazuya. Someone said that uh Hellsweep cannot be step. How should I do? And he said, "Oh, just block."
Yeah.
But game is not just that kind of a simple game, you know. So 50-50 is okay but if we can avoid the situation, it should be much better.
Right. So have counterplay to your 50-50s and it'll be better then.
Yeah.
So right now, what I'm hearing is that Heat Smash are a bit too much because it creates a very easy mind game and it's too powerful. And it just makes the game difficult for you know, people who try to play solid. Do you think that's what you guys are saying? Yeah, that's the situation. So Ulsan, 50-50s, you know, like I think you have probably been last year you had probably the best year that a lot of people have had in Tekken, right? But despite that you win so many tournaments, you're still saying that the game you don't like it, but you were so consistent though. So if the game is this is what people will say, okay? I'm just arguing. If the game is so random, anyone can win, why did you win so many tournaments? So consistent.
I mean, the character was the really tight for me, like that time of Dragunov. And then I find just new way for the play like new play style I found that people play very crazy. There's nothing fewer skills just to hit the smash or something strong move. And that time I thought I should play very like kind of Tekken 7. But it's only works for Dragunov. I think only Dragunov can play like that. That was my winning point. The reason why I won many tournaments because I think only I play like that. Only that time. Maybe you can remember that time.
Yeah.
I play only I play like that. Like very play like Kazumi.
Oh, I think I can add my opinion on this.
Yeah.
That before EWC we gathered and we practiced really hard, and Ulsan he lost a lot, and he just said, "Oh, Atif he plays aggressive," and I told him, "Oh, Atif is really good at playing Dragunov, but sometimes you need to get just stick to what you have, like fundamentals, like down foot one sidestep, that kind of stuff." So after he realized how to play it with his strong point, I think he could win WC. That's what he's just saying.
Yeah, playing like more poking with Dragunov rather than all strong moves, right? Like jab, down
But-
forward one.
I think Dragunov, but also even I win, but I think it's too much. Yeah.
Yeah. I get you. I respect that. Like, I respect it. This guy is saying, look, I won all these tournaments, but I don't really like where we are right now.
But also that time I think I was lucky, but after that we talk about like hit smash really too much. So when I play, even I'm champion, but when I play like rank match or have casual match with other players, when I met like Xiaoyu or some character, I block like 15 second, like turn, hit middle, plus frame, were like 뭐지? 그 벽비틀이 뭐죠?
Or stagger.
Yeah.
나 써줄게.
예. 월 stagger?
Oh,
stagger,
wall
stagger.
Yeah.
Or stagger.
Yeah.
And then middle again, plus frame, war, middle frame, middle, war, and then like the hit gauge left like this, and you hit smash and another 50-50, and middle and plus frame, war stack. It was 15 seconds, and I said, "What the fuck is that?" And then
Yeah.
even I'm champion, but he beat me like so bad. And then, like, that's what I say is too much. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, look, I'm a champion, bro. I just won 350,000 and I get my ass beat by a Link player online. What's going on, bro? This is crazy. Let me ask you guys. Actually, remember we last year were in Abu Dhabi, and it was Arslan versus Ni exhibition. I think you won 10-9, like final game. And I asked you, what's your top 5 in Tekken 8? And you told me what your top 5 is. What's your top 5 now? As you change your opinion, like what's your top 5 characters in Tekken 8 now?
Now,
Yeah.
Dragunov and Nina, Jin, Yoshi. 한 개가 애매하네.
원래 5번이 제일 애매해요.
It's really hard to pick number 5.
It's difficult. There's so many characters.
Yes.
Yeah, so
근데
many.
저는 아마 알리사. For me, maybe I pick Alisa.
Yeah, you pick Elisa. Yeah. You can put Ling in there, Shaheen, like people.
Depends on player,
Yeah, so many. I guess
So
top
many.
4.
Paul is also really good.
Right?
Shaheen or Clive?
Clive? Why Clive?
Whoa.
Very annoying. Poking and so many safe move.
Wow. So Clive in top 5 because he's safe, got a lot of poking. CBM. Clive, top 5, man. What's yours? What's your top 5?
For me, I say Dragunov, Nina, Yoshi. If they are just like top 3 above all. And I would choose maybe 4 or 5 more characters for like like Jean, Alisa, Paul. Paul is also really good.
Wow.
Lee is so annoying.
I hate Lee so much, man. He's so
I hate
annoying.
Lee so much as well, man.
Lee and maybe Shaheen or Law.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ulsan?
I think Nina, Dragunov, Yoshimitsu. 한 명 누구였지? 4대장 누구였죠? I think
보통 알리사였던
니나, 드라곤업, 요시 뭔가 한 명 빼먹었는데 4황.
보통 내 사람들 탑 4왕이면 알리사는 어떤 것 같은데 거기 네 번째에서는.
I think 4 is how about Kuma?
Kuma? Okay. I see that.
Okay. Yeah.
Kuma. The last one is 너무 어렵다. 아,
한 개가
I
제일
remember you
어려워.
said Ling
I
before.
think I think
Ling.
링.
Yeah, Ling.
Fuck 링. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. You heard that? Yeah, he said fuck Ling.
AOP too strong. AOP too strong. You know, it's a brain dead stance. You know, AOP.
Let's go,
Yeah.
man. Ling Nation, bruv. Destroyed. JoKa, what's your top 5, man?
I think Dragunov,
Yeah,
Nina,
Yeah.
Yoshimitsu.
yeah.
Number 4 has to be Jin. I'm surprised no one's mentioned Jin. The character.
I think someone said Jin, right?
I think just
I
needed
picked number
needs.
5.
He said Jin, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Me.
okay. And Jin is so dumb, brain dead, autopilot, plays the game for you. I'm sorry, CBM. Number 5, I think
Brain
number 5.
dead.
Brain dead, yeah.
Number 5 could be 10 characters. It could be like Law,
Yeah.
King, Alyssa,
Law.
Shaheen,
Mm.
Brian,
Lee.
Kuma. There's just too many good characters in this
Yeah,
game.
too many.
Yeah.
Good.
But
Yeah.
not
Choose
Feng.
one.
Feng's not
Choose
top
one.
5. Feng's not top 10.
Choose one. Top 5.
So
What?
Feng is not in top 15. No, Feng is not in top 15 for you.
Feng's top 10. But I think 5, I'd
Ah,
pick Shaheen or Law.
샤인 or low. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sheen is doing crazy stuff, man. He's got the pokes, but he's also got the 50-50s now as well. And it's a lot, man. I think that a good example of, I mean, look, Ni and a lot of people have been saying here that heat is a problem. And if you look at Panda and Kuma, one is very strong and one is not so strong. It's because of heat, because they have the same moves, but Panda
Ah.
heat is not the same as Kuma heat. So Kuma heat is way stronger. 13 frame, mid, +1 blocks, heat smash, electric, charge electric, high crush as well.
High
Yeah,
crush.
so it's your Kuma is so much stronger than Panda just because of heat. So you know, I would like to also see some changes to the heat. But talking about heat changes, there was a change that I think in the trailer shows that now you can do heat engager into full crouch. What do you think of that? Ulsan, I'll start with you. Did you see that
I
on the
think
trailer?
it's also care about balance in season 2. So who have good, some character have the best full crouch moves,
Yeah.
and then who don't have, you know, who character have no full crouch move, and
Yeah,
it's care about balance. I think it's gonna be care about balance
yeah,
on the season 2.
it's true. It's true.
Ah,
It's gonna change.
and
It's gonna change a lot.
I will play the character who have good full crouch moves. The next Dragunov.
Maybe
Oh, I
Anna's
think Dragunov
coming.
is good.
You can play Anna Williams. Ulsan Anna Williams main.
I think Dragunov is enough. Tan, you know.
Fair enough. Well, Stevia, what do you think of the new heat engager?
What I think is maybe some characters will have a new full crouch moves.
Mm.
Like for example, you know, maybe Claudio, he doesn't have any like full crouch moves.
I think
So he
I think
can- he
that can stay like that, right? He doesn't need to have.
Yeah, those systems for some characters, that system is useless. So maybe they put some new moves for them.
Mm.
But it's just about 50-50. What I told you before was if you can avoid the 50-50, it's okay, but it's inevitable. Like imagine you should block or crouch with a -17 frame situation. It's just so horrible because they add one more inevitable 50-50 situation.
Mm, yeah. JoKa, we spoke about this before, man, but I guess not a fan of that change, huh?
I think it's a fantastic change coming to Tekken. I really can't wait. But nah, I
Because
really
you
hope.
play Feng, because you play
But
Feng, you know.
Feng full crash low not as good as Shaheen's, you know. But I think
So you play Shaheen now.
season 2 Shaheen. But yeah,
okay.
I think heat engage needs to be less plus. And again, I think some characters are going to be way too strong in that situation. I just hope it's balanced properly. That's my only wish.
Mm.
It just has to be balanced properly. If it's not, I feel like we're just going to keep going in the aggressive direction, 50-50s. And
Mm.
it's going to get, again, I feel like it's going to get stale. You know, I was speaking about before, like in tournaments, we see so many situations like someone activates a heat engager, they push them to the wall, you're just doing a lot of heat moves, and then they have to guess with like heat smash straight after that, and then you're in another mix after the heat smash. I think just watching that and being in that situation, it's so mentally and physically exhausting, and to go through that situation so many times, it's not good. It's not a good thing.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think all right, let's move on to something a little bit more positive. We'll end this discussion on this topic with a simple question. I'll start with Ni. If there's a new character you want to see in season 2, returning character, which character do you want to see new character in Tekken?
Mother Armor King.
Marek
Bruce.
Armor King, Bruce.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. So
Because
yeah.
They are very popular character, but why don't release in Tekken 8? So I think many player waiting for Armor King, Mother, Miguel, and I don't know Bruce, but it's my favorite. So I think original character is first. No collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Final Fantasy, yeah.
No Final Fantasy.
If you had to choose one character, Mardak, Armor King, Bruce, like which one character would you choose?
Bruce.
Okay,
Bruce,
nice.
my favorite character.
Back 2, yeah? Back 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Back to
JoKa.
yeah.
Back 2. Okay, Ulsan, who would you choose one character coming back? Not Kazumi.
Bob for sure. Bob for sure.
Bob, yes, Bob. Bob Burgers.
Bob for sure. Yeah.
Nice, of course. This guy used to play Bob,
Of course.
CBM.
I don't want any characters come back, so I don't have any expectation. But
No, I'm sorry, you have to choose one. You have to choose one now.
Noctis.
No, man, that's no collaboration. Ni said no collaboration, no Final Fantasy.
So for me, I can pick one. I can say Ancient Ogre.
Ancient Ogre, nice.
Ancient Ogre.
Nice.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, JoKa?
Without true ogre, I think just with shield.
Just
the ancient form.
Just the green one.
Yeah, green one. Yeah, it's cool.
I think it's cool. Yeah, I like it. JoKa,
ancient ogre with Jin hit smash and yeah.
I want to see multiple characters. I'm going to mention them, then I'll pick one after. I want to see Kazumi, Bob, Bruce, Ancient Ogre, and Jinpachi. But the character I want back is either Jinpachi or Bob. I think in Tekken 8's system, they'd be so strong and so cool.
Yeah. Okay. I'll count that as Bob because Jinpachi is definitely not coming back. But yeah, let's move on to the next topic, guys. We spoke about Tekken 8, and it's kind of it's kind of the same thing that we've been talking about a lot on the Heatspeak podcast. About, but it's very interesting still to really hear everyone's opinion on what the game how the game is at the moment. Let me start with Ulsan actually with this one again. So this one we're going to be talking just a little bit about yourselves because I want everyone at home who's watching to be able to learn more about you guys as players. So Ulsan, tell everyone, how did you first get into Tekken, and what's your earliest memory? Why did you choose to play Tekken as a career?
When I start Tekken.
Yeah, when did you start, and what's your earliest memory of Tekken?
I start from 2015, when I was 15 years old. I moved to new school when I was 15 years old, and then that area have I'm from Ulsan. Ulsan is city name in Korea from south. Then that area have the famous arcade center. And then I was 그냥 돌연변이가 뭐죠?
Mutation.
Just I have some problem with my friends. So very nerd.
Yeah.
So
he was like a mutant. He was like a mutant because the other friends they didn't play Tekken, but he was the only one who played Tekken.
Oh, okay.
Yes. In my school, full of students.
Yeah.
Only me, I go arcade center and play Tekken, and I really love that the mood of arcade center. The player talk each other and talk about Tekken and eat food together. I love that mood, and I just play every day. Or that was the problem. I that was the reason I started Tekken.
Mm.
But when I become like high school, that arcade going to be online
Yeah.
at time, and then I play every day, and then the people like the all of Tekken players in Korea, they talk about me like like one kids, the one shed kids, really good
Mm.
at Tekken. And then I thought I have talented in Tekken. I think I'm talented in Tekken, and then that's I. And then when I was like 18 years old, I start seriously.
Mm.
That was my like history. Yeah.
Nice, nice. That's good to hear, man. Good stuff, good stuff. CBM. I don't know if I've ever asked you this question because you know I've known you for a long time, but you know how did you get into Tekken? What's your kind of earliest memory playing Tekken? And
No, I think maybe Ni would understand the situation. Maybe like long time ago, more than 20 years ago in Korea, uh, everywhere there were arcade centers, so it's just so easy to start playing Tekken.
Mhm.
So I don't remember the first day when I played Tekken because even just in front of my school there were arcade centers, so it was just common to go arcade center and play Tekken.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's it. You just played for after school. But what got you? What made you choose that I'm gonna play this game? You know, competitively.
One before I started playing Tekken 6, I played Tekken Tag Tournament 1.
Mhm.
But after I moved to Tekken 6, I found the game was so fancy with really good graphics.
Yeah.
And I just played. I wanted to play really hard, but at that time I was a student. After I graduate from high school, I was just Tekken geek. I can say I was just nerd.
Yeah.
So I just played Tekken without thinking. But in 2018 and 2019, I just joined some tournaments and I got quite good results. So I found myself that I have quite good potential
Mhm.
to be professional. And now I after that I just tried harder and I joined more tournaments and I got quite good results and became just professional. That's
Nice, nice. Cool stuff, man. JoKa. I'm not even sure if I've asked you this question before, bruv, but I actually came across a clip recently, where I'm commentating WSO, and I see you in the back, and I'm like, oh, Bubsy, that guy there. Apparently, his name's Hassan, and he's like really good with Heihachi, and he like beat a bunch of people here today, man. And you know, Bub's like, oh, really? Like, I first saw you, I guess, 2019, but
Mm.
I didn't really hear of you before that, or we hadn't really spoken that much. But what was your earliest memory of Tekken? Because I know that you know in the UK, us Pakistanis, for some reason, we love Tekken. We play Tekken, you know, since kids. But what was your first memory, and what got you into saying, "I want to play this game. I want to be the best. I want to compete"? You know.
So I played Tekken with obviously family and friends. You
Mm.
know, I played Tekken 3, Tekken 5. I played Tag 2 with one of my cousins, and then I bought Tag 2, but I didn't know anything about the game. I should just go on ranked sometimes.
Yeah.
And then when 7 came out, when it released, I played it, but I didn't really travel or compete. I started learning the game properly in Season 2 when I met people like Chicken Maru, Gosain, and these guys.
Mhm.
And then after I finished my degree, I was like, okay, maybe it's time for me to start traveling. I want to start committing to this game. And then I started traveling in, I think season 3 is when I started traveling officially. Started doing well. I started doing well in online tournaments first, and then I was like, you know, maybe I should start traveling offline. I started traveling offline, started doing well in tournaments there as well. The reason why I chose Tekken is because I used to play Call of Duty competitively before,
Mm.
but I couldn't handle losing because of my teammates. So I thought, you know what, with Tekken, if I commit to Tekken, I'm gonna lose because of me. I'm not gonna lose because of my teammates. So that's why I committed to Tekken.
Wow, cool, nice stuff, man. Nee. Now I know
Yeah.
you've been playing for a very long time, but what is your first memory of Tekken, and why did you decide that I'm gonna play this game, you know, competitively?
나 어렸을 때 이제 한국에 오락실이 굉장히 이제 장사가 잘 돼서 되게 유행이었는데 이제 그때 동네 오락실이 진짜 한 8개 정도 있었는데 이제 학교길에 이제 가다가 이제 오락실에 가게 돼서 뭐 많은 이제 게임들을 알게 되었고 그중에 이제 격투 게임이 좀 흥미가 있었는데 이제 그때는 뭐 스트리트 파이터 이제 뭐 철권 뭐 사무라이 쇼다운 뭐 굉장히 그런 게임들이 많았지만은 이제 철권이 사실 굉장히 좀 신기해 보였고 그 뒤에 이제 뭐 철권 이제 태그 1 때 철권 뭔가 이제 한국에 뭐 장익수 뭐 석동민 이런 사람들이 이제 게임할 때 그때 이제 한국이 철권이 완전 대유행이었어 가지고 당연히 이제 학교에서도 많은 사람들이 철권을 했고 철권을 이제 할 수밖에 없는 그런 환경이었기 때문에 철권을 이제 많이 했었고 프로는 사실 뭐 다들 알다시피 이제 프로는 굉장히 늦게 이제 시작을 하게 되었는데 아무래도 이제 철권 7 와서 TWT가 생기면서 뭔가 이제 프로 선수로서 활동할 수 있는 무대가 이제 만들어졌기 때문에 시작할 수 있었던 게 아닌가. 그래서 그때 아마 2016 년도에 아마도
16,
이보
17. 네.
이보 아마 2 등을 했었나?
16년?
하여튼 그랬어서 이제 그때 락스에서 이제 연락이 와서 "한번 철권 팀을 한번 만들어 보려고 하는데 한번 해볼 생각이 있는지." 그래서 이제 2017 년도부터 활동을
음.
하게 되었 대화가
결국에
잘
형도
붙어간다.
그렇고 저도 그렇고 어릴 때 그
음음음.
오락실이 결국에 많아서 그냥 자연스럽게 흘러 들어간 경우가 많아요.
그러니까 학교 마치고 집에 가는 길에 오락실이
네.
있었기 때문에 안 갈 수가 없었어.
맞아요, 맞아요. 근데 저도 진짜 집 근처에 막 3-4개 있어 가지고 그냥 자연스럽게 가면은 철권 있고.
그렇지.
음. 이게 다 그래도 메모해 가지고.
음음.
So when he was young, it was quite similar to me that at that time in Korea there were lots of tons of arcade centers. Those were really popular. In his hometown, there were like 7 or 8 arcade centers.
Mhm.
So it was just common to go arcade centers after school. So he found lots of fighting games like Street Fighter, Tekken, Samurai Showdown.
Mhm.
But Tekken was the most interesting game for him. So
Mm.
after that, for Tekken Tag Tournament 1 era, in Korea there were like really famous players called Jang Ik-soo,
Mm.
Seok Dong-min. They were like really strong and famous.
Yeah.
So they also brought really big popularity to Korea. So lots of players they just played Tekken. So the condition was just so easy to get into the situation
Mm.
for Tekken. So for and about how he became professional. Uh,
Yeah.
for Tekken 7, there was Tekken World Tour made, and there were like stages for players. So that's how he started. And in 2016, maybe he made second place at Evo.
Yeah.
After that, Rocks, they offered Ni to make a Tekken team, and he accepted the. So he became a professional player since 2017.
I see. Wow. I mean, that was I still remember though, like, you know, Ni playing even before that and being part of a team like but it wasn't like, I guess, really big professional. Like, you know, he had the cafe. I think it was Cafe ID, Cafe
Cafe,
I
Cafe Eid.
Eid.
It's
Yeah,
called Cafe
like
Eid.
Eid.
Yes.
Yeah, Cafe Eid. Like I remember him playing under that name at certain tournaments in America, but I guess it wasn't like a proper, you know, professional team. There was also things like Tekken Crash, you know, back in Tekken 6, I remember, you know, of people, you know, playing. I don't know if it was under teams, but it seemed like a really big production. So it looks like Tekken in Korea has always had like a lot of interest and big things. So like a CBM, did you? I think you must have been. Did you ever play in the Tekken Crash back then in Tekken 6?
Oh, I was a green rank
Green rank
at
back
the
then.
time, and
You weren't good enough.
I was inspired by like top players like Ni
Okay.
and other players. So I was a kid and I was just beginner at the time.
And Tag 2 is where you started to really start to improve in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because I remember you telling me that you had like high ranks in the arcade. Talk about the arcade though, because it looks like arcades is where all of you guys started, because you know it's just so they're everywhere. You know, you get to play. I want to know a little bit more about the arcade culture. We're talking about Korea Tekken here. So I'll ask Nee, like, what was it like in the arcades? Was it really competitive? Was there a lot of salt? Did people get angry? You know, if you beat them, like, what was the environment or like in Korean arcades for death matching and this stuff? So maybe CBA, you can translate my question as well.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just typing.
Yeah, yeah.
그러니까
그 당시에 오락실 문화가 뭐 당시에 뭐 특이했던 게 있었는지, 뭐 사람들끼리 뭐 화낸다거나 막 되게 열의에 차서 그렇다든지.
그러니까 오락실이 사실 지금 생각해 보면 그때 그냥 이제 자영업을 하시는 분들이 굉장히 장사가 잘 됐으니까 많이들 만들었던 건데, 이제 뭔가 학생들이나 뭐 대학생들 또 뭐 어른들이 이제 그 당시에 밖에 나와서 뭔가 그냥 시간을 때울 만한 곳이나 놀 만한 공간이 그때는 오락실밖에 없었지 않나. 그래서 이제 굉장히 연령대가 다양한 사람들이 오락실에 이제 가게 됐는데, 그러다 보니까 뭔가 이제 많은 사람들이 오락실에 있다 보니 또 대전하는 그런 사람들 입장에서 뭔가 게임을 계속 붙으면, 사실 지금은 어떻게 보면 이제 뭔가 도발이라든가 열받는 게임 뭐 그런 이제 행동이라고 할 수 있는 것들은 그 당시에는 없었다 보니 이제 그런 것들을 하다 보니까 뭐 싸움이 붙는 일도 많았었는데, 사실 이제 불량한 사람들이라고 부른 사람들이 뭔가 밖에 나갔을 때 나이가 어리니까 어딘가 있을 수가 없으니까 오락실에 자연스럽게 모여 가지고 뭔가 그런 데가 아지트처럼 되다 보니까 뭔가 인제 오락실의 이미지가 굉장히 불량했었던 것 같은데, 물론 그런 사람들이 있었던 것도 맞지만 내 인생에서 사실 오락실에서 뭐 그런 엄청난 사건이나 그런 거는 사실 본 적이 없었고, 그냥 뭐 그런 것들은 그냥 일상에서도 다들 있는 일이지 않나. 그냥 다들 게임 좋아하는 사람들이 온 그런 곳이 인제 오락실이었고, 그냥 문화 같은 것들은 인제 특히 뭐 없었던 것 같은데, 인제 철권으로 뭐 얘기를 하자면 오락실에 이제 철권하는 사람들이 모여서 여러 명이 있다 보니까 자연스럽게 그냥 '우리 뭐 팀이라도 만들어서 활동을 할까?' 그래서 이제 뭔가 배틀팀이라는 게 그 당시에 철권 이제 2나 3 때 이제 생기기 시작했고, 그래서 인제 오락실에 온 사람들이 철권을 뭔가 이제 그런 동네 고수들한테 배워 가지고 또 그런 팀들이 많아지다 보니까 뭔가 이제 지금으로 따지면 이제 뭐 10 선승, 20 선승인데 그 당시에는 인제 배틀이라고 했으니까 팀 배틀이라고 해서 막 한 50 선승, 100 선승 막 이런 것들을 철권 이제 3 태그 1 때 많이들 했었고, 그러다 보니까 인제 '철권이 인기가 많을 수밖에 없는 그런 환경이었지 않나.' 그런 생각도 들고, 사실 지금 집에서 이렇게 혼자 하는 사람들은 모르겠지만 오락실은 진짜 많은 사람들이 그 한 공간에서 게임을 하다 보니까 다른 사람들이랑 친해질 수 있는 그런 이제 커뮤니티적인 그런 역할을 했었던 것 같기도 하고, 또 비슷한 나이대끼리 뭔가 친구들 만들 수 있는 그런 환경이었고, 그러다 보니까 뭔가 지금은 사실 오락실이 없는 이 환경이 '옛날에 비해서는 좀 재미없다.'라는 그런 생각도 드는 것 같아서 좀 아쉬운 점이 많다. 그리고 옛날이 좀 그리운 그런 것도 있다. 길었나?
해보죠 한번.
의식하고 계셨더군요.
근데 이거 뭐 그냥 메모해 놓은 거니까 해보면 되죠.
네.
So long time ago, there were lots of arcade setters because they got money from doing business. So lots of people, even from like teenagers to like 20s, 30s, they just had only few places to spend their time. So they just went to arcade centers. So it's just fighting games. It's just fight one by one. So sometimes they fight and they argue in arcade centers. But especially there was a image of arcade centers in Korea that lots of badasses they had no place to go, so lots of bad acids they went to arcade centers. So arcade centers they have not good image for the public, but Nee never faced really big accident in arcade centers.
Oh, good.
And and about like arcade center culture.
Yeah.
For example, like Tekken, when players they gathered and they play, it's just easy to make kind of a battle team. They gathered all together and they join and they play together. And sometimes they go other arcade centers to fight team battle. So now people have first to 10, first to 20, but at the time they had a team battle like first to 50, first to 100.
Wow.
And now it's just for him it's so sad and he miss arcade center era that now people just play game at home, so they don't know the feeling. But when he played at arcade centers, he met lots of good friends, and the community gave really good feeling to me.
That's good. Wow. I mean, it seems like a very similar situation to the Pakistani situation as well, where arcades were kind of everything, and you kind of grow up playing in the arcades, you meet people there, and the competitive, the drive you have to compete is a lot more when you're playing next to someone, right? I want to ask you a question. I'll ask you, CBM, actually. Do you think that Korea has become weaker since the arcades have become less popular now and you're playing online now mostly?
I think just it's a long controversy that sometimes Korean players say we need time to get used to like PlayStation, like offline Tekken, right? But how we become stronger is also from playing at home, I think, because if we go arcade, it also we have to spend more time to go to the place. But at home, it's just easy to play. Just turn on the machine and we can just play. So
But do you think
I
that you
cannot.
learn less though? Do you think that you learn less playing online, and you could learn more, or it'd be more competitive if you if you had death matches, for example, your profile, banner pass, you're playing for something, you're doing ranked, but you're doing it with someone, so it's more competitive. Like, do you think that it's better to learn, or you'd be stronger in an arcade environment?
I think it's quite similar. I think
Okay.
offline and online Tekken has good point. You know what? I experienced online Tekken in your house.
Yeah.
And it's way different than playing online in Korea.
Just let them know, man.
I
Let them know
think
how bad European ranked is, man.
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, but I can say European Tekken is good, but
They're in the
Korean
connection, yeah.
online infrastructure is better.
Yeah. He's being political.
But-
Basically, the connections are ass, bro. Cards Kalas. Shouts to you, man.
I have some like stress point for Tekken.
Yeah.
That Spag, you asked about the online or offline, what's the better or like kind of that, right?
Yeah.
But I think I'm so sad that the Tekken have the different speed on each platform. I think that's the really problem, that question is not, just that each platform have different speed. So I don't know what is the better for grow up. That's I think the point. Why I feel sad for Tekken.
Yeah, PS5 and PC are different speeds, right? So it's difficult for you to and plus Tekken World Tour allows you to do both. So there's some tournaments can be on PC, some can be on PS5. But my question was like more if the arcade environment, competitiveness, like, do you think that Korea would be stronger if you still had arcades and you were playing death matches offline? Everyone in arcades.
Maybe I can give you one example that one day Gilada, he asked me that after Tekken 8 release, he wants to stay at one country and he wanted to train, and he was like picking between Korea or Pakistan, and I told him maybe at the first months of Tekken 8 release, maybe Korea is better because offline Tekken is good to practice together, but for the first experience of Tekken, maybe Korean online is much better because we have more players.
Yeah.
So we can meet like more than 100 players. We can meet all the characters. I think that's the strong point of online.
Yeah, you can meet a lot more people. True. Let me ask Nee then, because Nee, you lived through the arcades for many years. Do you think that Korea Tekken would be stronger if you still had arcade culture and death matches in the arcades?
뭐 솔직히 그런 생각 옛날에도 해본 적 있는데 아무래도 사실 오락실이 있었을 때 사람들이 훨씬 잘하지 않았나. 왜냐면 지금은 사실 이제 프로급 선수 몇 명만 이제 좀 탑급이라고 생각을 한다면 그 당시에는 뭐 서울, 대구, 부산, 뭐 광주 뭐 이런 식으로 이제 각 지역마다 잘하는 사람들이 굉장히 많았었고 그러다 보니까 이제 아무래도 모여서 게임을 하는 거다 보니까 서로 뭐 플레이 스타일이나 이제 뭐 패턴 이런 것들도 다 달랐고 또 이제 정보나 이런 것들이 누구는 모르는 것들은 어떤 지역에서 알고 있고 그러다 보니까 훨씬 뭔가 지금보다는 좀 다양한 철권을 했던 것 같은데 그래서 만약에 오락실이 지금도 만약에 솔직히 그린 아케이드가 있었다면 사람들이 평균이 좀 더 좋았지 않았을까라는 생각을 할 때가 있어요. 그래서 어 뭐 시대의 흐름이 어쩔 수 없이 이제 이렇게 가지만은 오락실이 만약에 있고 사람들이 그렇게 모이는 곳이 있었다면 '여전히 더 강하지 않았을까.'라는 생각합니다.
네. 저랑은 약간 생각이 다르신 것 같긴
그런가?
한데.
음.
약간 왜냐면 온라인이니까 온라인에는
음.
막 커뮤니티나 이런 데서 공유가 빠르게 되니까 뭔가 그런 어떤 지역에서는 모르고 하는 부분들을 뭐 이제는 사람들이 다 기본적으로 뭐 센 콤보라든지 센 상황 같은 거를 다 알고 하다 보니까 또 그런 거에서는 또 정보력에서는 다 같이 막 프레임 계산이나 이런 거는 더 그때보다 확실하게 되지 않나 하는
그러니까
생각도 있어요.
장단점이 있는데
장단이 있는 것 같아요. 네. 장단이 있는 것 같아요.
장단점이 있는데 사실 그 온라인은 내가 볼 때 그냥 이제 직업적으로 하는 사람들이나 이제 뭐 잘하는 사람의 실력을 뭔가 잘 PR할 수 있는 그런 걸로는 되게 좋은데 뭔가 엄청난 뭐 빡게임이나 이런 거 할 때는 사실 옛날 오락실에서 모여서 할 때가 훨씬 잘했던 것 같아요. 그냥 내가 봤을 때는. 왜냐면
음.
뭐 지금 사람들도 물론 잘하는데 아무래도 고수들이 모여서 하는 거랑 집에서 혼자 온라인으로 판수 때려 박는 거랑은 확실히 성장 속도나 이런 것들이 좀 차이가 있는 것 같아 가지고
얘네들 번역 기다리는 것 같은데요.
그게 훨씬
잘 넘어가는데
나는 그냥
주가
그렇게
잘 넘어가.
생각해.
네, 근데 뭐 저도 공감은 돼요. 저희도 그래도 대회 전에 막 뭐 합숙이나 이런 거 해서 그래도 모여서 또 하는 게 도움은 돼.
음.
그러면 그거에 대해서 그냥
오케이.
말하겠습니다. 좀 길긴 한데. So a long time ago he thought about it like you said,
Mhm.
and he thinks at arcade center era maybe players were much stronger. He thinks
Okay.
because now only few professional players are really playing harder and they're just on the top. But at that time, each cities like Seoul, Daegu, Busan,
Mhm.
Gwangju, each cities has each famous and stronger players,
Mm.
and also that uh, those players have their own play styles. So it was really interesting. And if we had Green Arcade still,
Mhm.
maybe average would be higher
Wow.
things. But it's just so sad that the world is changing.
Mm.
Now it's everything is just getting online. But
Yeah.
if we still have more offline plays, maybe players would be much stronger. And I also asked him, maybe now people just share about like strategy stuff like mind games and 50-50 situations. So maybe now people can have more knowledge of Tekken easily.
Mhm.
But online Tekken and offline Tekken, he said strong point and weak point. But if we still have more offline Tekken and just without just playing just rank match, like meeting just random people, it doesn't sometimes it's sometimes useless. But if all good top players they gathered, maybe
Yeah.
players would be much stronger.
And this is what you guys did before Esports World Cup, right? And Ulsan, you guys all met up. You went offline. You rented a place or you went somewhere and you played for how many weeks was it? Like 2-3 weeks, maybe. You guys played for in
Yeah,
preparation
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Like
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, and talk to me a little bit. But how was that? And whose idea was it to do that? Because I think some of the Japanese guys did they come down as well? Was it? I think it was just you Korean guys, right? That did that.
Before esports World Cup, only Koreans.
Just Koreans, yeah, okay. So how important was that? Do you think to you winning Ulsan the Esports World Cup that training session for 2 weeks?
Like yeah, their logo was life changing, right? And then it's true. After winning, I think the people look at me like very like superstar now.
Mm.
I don't want to think about like me like that, but people thought I'm
아니 아니
really
아니
now.
합숙했던 거에 대해서 그게 얼마나
그래요?
도움됐고 그거에 대해서
EWC 도움된 거 이건.
I just
I think
asked him again in
Yeah.
Korean.
I won't say if each platform like PS5 and Steam have same speed. I should talk about this very carefully, but I'm gonna say I will never practice offline if each platform have same speed.
Oh really?
The only I have only one reason for practice was each platform have different speed
Wow.
for practice offline. Only one reason I have.
Otherwise, you'd only practice online.
Yeah, if they have same speed.
So you don't think that it made any difference that you were next to someone in the same house? It doesn't matter to you. Online is same thing for you, if same speed.
Yeah, but for practice and if I want practice and funny,
Yeah.
offline is much better. Yeah.
Oh, but it's just more
Or
fun.
feeling,
It doesn't make any difference for your level.
I think, for my opinion, yes.
Ah, interesting. JoKa,
What is
do you agree with
what
that?
is the I think like online is good practice, but there's only so much you can learn from online. And it's something I want to ask Ulsan, what does he think about two people being able to play on the same side online and stuff like that?
P1, P1.
Sometime. Sorry, what?
Online you can both be on same side P1,
Yeah,
P1.
same
Like,
side.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think
오프라인인데 둘 다 같은 자리에서 할 수
I don't care.
있을 것 같냐고.
I just after losing one round and then this guy play same side like this. I just change.
Oh, you changed. Okay.
Yeah.
I do agree with what he said though. I hope like the speed and input lag is the same on all platforms. I think that really help with like the competitive side of things. But yeah, I think me being like I started off from online, I don't really go offline too much unless I travel to other places to practice like Pakistan, Korea, etc.
So
But I think offline is the best place to learn, I think, in my opinion, because you can ask questions, you can, have a good time, and most importantly, practice on the platform that you're going to compete on, which is PS5. So yeah, I think offline is the most optimal way to improve, in my opinion, of course.
Ah, interesting.
예,
So,
예.
CBM, do you agree with that as well, or are you more like online is good now?
Yeah, I agree with offline Tekken that like JoKa said, we can just play, and after we play, we can just directly discuss about the matches. And maybe Usang forgot one thing that I gave him advice about like fundamentals. he
Sorry.
he won EWC, but he just forgot everything after he won. So maybe next time I will not call him, and it seems he doesn't need the offline. So
Cancel,
he got it.
cancel,
Got it.
cancel.
He just don't care. He doesn't think. Let's see.
Oh man. So
Doesn't think.
let's get to we're getting closer and closer to our final topic, but something that's kind of going to put us nicely into that final topic is Korea rivalry. We spoke a little bit about how you have different cities. CBM yourself, you're from Busan. Ulsan, you're from Ulsan, and Ni from the Seoul area. But I want to talk about a little bit about Japan, because I don't know what you guys think about that community there. Like not in terms of like if they're nice or not, but more like, was there ever like a serious rivalry between them? Because I've seen back in Tekken 5 there were like it was a crazy team battle back when I think Kudans was there and other people, and then versus Tushimon's team, and there was like so many people. I remember seeing old footage of that. But I'll ask Ni this, right? Was it there ever this very serious Japan versus Korea rivalry, or was Korea always maybe I don't know, were you guys a lot stronger than Japan? Like, what's your opinion on the rivalry?
한국 대 일본의 철권 정서로서 약간 라이벌 의식이 되게 강했다고 생각하시는지. 옛날에 막 철권 5 때 뭐 그런 거 있잖아요. 마스터컵이나
사실
마스터컵들 이런 것도 있어요.
이제 파키스탄이 이제 나오기 전에 이제 한국 철권에서는 사실상 이제 무조건 라이벌 나라로는 일본이라고 이제 많이들 얘기했었고, 또 한국에서 만약에 한일전이라고 만약에 철권 대회나 뭐 이벤트가 열린다면 진짜 많은 사람들이 시청할 정도로 그만큼 라이벌 의식이 되게 커졌었는데, 이제 파키스탄이 나오고 나서는 이제 뭐 철권하는 사람들 방송이나 아니면 뭐 대회에서 채팅 봤을 때 옛날 같으면은 사실 뭐 노비나 치쿠린이랑 뭐 안 하나요? 약간 이런 거에서 지금은 사실 이제 뭐 아슬란, 아티프 막 이런 사람들 얘기로 바뀐 거 보면은 확실히 이제 보는 사람들도 이제 라이벌이라고 하면은 거의 파키스탄이라고 많이들 생각하는 것 같아요. 근데 파키스탄이 나오기 전에 무조건 한국의 라이벌은 일본이었고, 지금도 사실 한일전이라고 하면은 많은 사람들이 볼 정도로 이제 그게 좀 이미지가 오랫동안 남아있는 상태라고 봅니다.
사실 좀 그 한국 대 일본 한일전이라는 포맷이 철권 아니어도 그냥 좀
그치.
축,
맞아.
축구도 그렇고 뭐 야구도 그렇고
음.
계속 약간 그랬던 것도 있어서
음.
행복하지 않았을까요?
근데 지금 사실 만약에 대회가 2개가 동시에 열린다고 치면은 뭐 한일전이랑 한파전 이렇게 한다고 치면 솔직히 지금은 한파전이 더 인기가 많지 않을까.
철권 유저들은
그런
한파전
생각.
좋아할 것 같고 제
근데
의견은.
뭔가 만약에
일반 사람-
숲에서 그냥 만약에 공지를 띄워서 하면은 철권을 모르는 사람들은 또 한일전을 많이 봐서 전 오히려 시청자 수는 비슷하지 않을까 하는 생각도 있긴 해요.
그럴 수도
펼치
있는데
한해서만
이제 유튜브나 또 뭐 그런 어떤 미디어
음.
이런 것들에 의해서 이제 파키스탄이 워낙 잘한다는 걸 대부분 다 알기 때문에 아무래도 이제는 좀 바뀌지 않을까.
중간 경기인 것 같아요. 뭔가 그죠?
음.
So what he said was before Pakistan Tekken
Mhm.
was they came out to the world. Rivalryism between Korea and Japan was quite a big issue.
Oh, really?
Japan was the only country to be called rival
Yeah.
at the time. So when we had like Korea versus Japan, lots of people watched the event. But after Pakistan, they came out. Now lots of people said before they came out, people said, "Oh, why don't you play Nobi or Chikrin?"
Mhm.
But now these days they say, when do you play against Atif or when do you play against Aslan?
Mm.
So now also lots of Tekken players they think Pakistan as a rival country.
Mm.
So what I told him was if we have Korea versus Japan as well, how many viewers they have, but I think it's gonna be quite similar. These things maybe Korea versus Pakistan has more viewers, but what I think is in Korea, uh, it's not just about Tekken. In Korea, like for like football, baseball, always Korea versus Japan
Yeah.
was kind of a big issue because maybe because of like historical stuff.
Yeah.
So now maybe only Tekken players they care about Sun more.
Mhm.
So Nee's opinion, maybe if they upload the video,
Yeah.
maybe Korea versus Pakistan they have more viewers.
I see. But what do you think, CBM, in terms of the Japan Korea rivalry? And you know, obviously not to be rude or anything, but obviously Korea has been seen to be number one for a very long time, right? Let's ignore Pakistan for now and just go pre 2019. Like it was Korea winning everything, and even Master Cup, right? How many times a Korean team won, the Master Cup tournaments, which is one of the biggest tournaments actually in Japan. So, do you consider that there was like a serious rivalry between Japan and Korea, or was it always the case of like, oh, well, we're better than them? It's a cool rivalry, but they know that we're number one, or like, what do you think?
So like you said before 2019, two times a Korean team. No, I think in 2018, Japanese they won Master Cup,
Huh?
but I always I didn't care about like nationality like Korea or like Japan. I just care about like each players.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
Yeah. Just it's just whatever. But there were exhibitions though, right? There were lots back in the day, in even as early as Tekken 5, and it seemed to be
Mhm.
pretty crazy back then. But let's move on to our final topic. And this brings us nicely onto that, right? Which is the Pakistan versus Korea exhibition. So, ladies and lads watching at home, the Pakistan versus Korea, I feel like it should have been done in Tekken 7, because that was a game which everyone had played for many years. There was a plan to have it done in Tekken 7, and it was in motion, but unfortunately it fell through because of certain reasons, which is really unfortunate. But there was the Game is 8 tournament where we got to see a little bit of a taster of that. But now there is an exhibition happening, and these are, if we can actually find it, I'll get the teams actually for you soon. I had them there loaded, but I'll put them up in a second. But the teams are, obviously you three are going to be in the team, as well as Chanel, John Ding,
Blue
and
gold,
more
blue
gold.
gold.
So talk to me a little bit about that team, and what do you think about that team there for those for Team Korea?
So
Me.
blue.
Yeah, I mean anyone. Yeah.
anyone?
그럼 뭐 의견 있으세요?
한파전에 대해서 팀에 대해서 어떻게 생각하는지를 물어보면 뭐라고 답해야
멤버?
될까요?
멤버 굉장히
멤버
잘
7명에
짜여진
대해서.
것 같은데?
For me, just they are best for now. Yeah, it's very, very understandable.
Wait, who's
nice
best?
pick.
That
just,
team is the best. Here we go. We got the
we
team
just,
up now.
we just think that team is not that good. It's a good pick, good decision.
Like Pakistan also without that players, also there's so many like one of the best players, but Team Korea also like kind of that. I think same situation.
Yeah, we don't
now
have
we play
in this
football.
picture we don't have any goalkeeper because Tekken is an aggressive game. We don't have no defense. Okay, no defense needed. Okay, that's why there's no goalkeeper. So on the team Pakistan we have Arslan, Atif, the John, Noman, Farzeen, Osama Abbasi, and Hafiz Tanvir. Got the two young lads there on defense. We have obviously from Team Korea we have Ulsan, Ni, CBM, Rank, Chumol, Gold, Jonding, and Chanel. And this is 7v7 competition. Which is going to be going over 3 days. The first day is going to be an exhibition day, but then it's the Saturday and the Sunday, the 15th and 16th, where they're going to be the actual exhibition. And I'm actually in talks right now with the STL guys and bars on the format. So the format hasn't been 100% decided, but it's like 99% decided at this point. So there will be an announcement soon for that, right? So we've seen a little bit about the about the Korean side, and Ulsan saying, look, that's just the best team right now, so that's why we went for that team. And unfortunately, Arslan couldn't make it here today for the podcast because he is unwell. If you guys watch the Evo Awards, he wasn't even barely able to talk, right? So he's having a rest right now, and hopefully I'll be able to do a Heatspeak podcast with the Pakistani players after that. But what I can ask you guys now is, and I'll start with CBM here. What was your first reaction when you saw the Pakistani players, in 2019, when you saw what happened at Evo Japan, when you saw what happened at the Dubai tournament? Like, what was your reaction? Because for so many years, for decades, it's just been Japan, Korea, Japan, Korea, Japan, Korea, Japan, Korea. I mean, EU wasn't able to keep up. USA was never able to keep up, even though they had many, many opportunities to try and beat you guys, but they couldn't, right? So, what was your opinion when you saw that? Like, what were your thoughts?
You know what? I have the biggest responsibility for making Pakistani Tekken great.
Really?
Because I lost against Arslan at Evo Japan. If I beat him, maybe they had not that much big chance for being great, I think.
True. Yeah.
But
So
yeah. Oh yeah, it's your
Yeah,
fault. It's your fault. Yeah.
it's my fault, Yeah.
But I think he beat a lot of you guys though in that tournament in 2019. He beat Loha, he beat Chanel, he beat Nee in the winner's side, I think, as well.
But
So,
maybe if I beat Arslan at the time, maybe they had less chance to go tournaments.
no exposure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when he did win that tournament, what was going through your mind then in that situation? Like,
At Evo Japan,
Yeah.
I just didn't care about Arslan at that time because I was happy with my third place. and and at that time top 3 was CBM, AK, and Arslan.
yeah.
But normally, like, lots of people expected like Nee, Rangchu, Kudan, Saint, because they played really so well at in 2018.
Yeah.
So what I thought was just this tournament is just a random tournament, and I just
okay.
didn't care about Arslan's win.
Yeah.
But that tournament changed the world. That lots of people they started caring about Pakistani Tekken scene.
Mhm.
So I had no thoughts on it, but just that tournament changed.
Yeah. And Ulsan, when you saw that tournament happen, and obviously me, you, and CBM, actually we traveled a lot together in 2019, right? Went to so many tournaments. You came to the UK. We got to talk a lot about Pakistan Tekken at that time, and it was the big thing that's happening in the Tekken scene. What was your reaction when you saw that happening in 2019?
So you mean first time when I see the Pakistani players?
Yeah, like what was your mind?
Like, I
thinking?
mean, there was Malaysia when I met the Aslan first time
Yeah.
with Bilal.
Mhm.
And that time, from Australia, the Dion,
Yeah.
the Czech player.
Mhm.
He told me, he was my friend when he told me just random Pakistani player beat me like 10-0. So he told me like I need you Ulsan for beat him, and I go there and Aslan beat me 10-0 again, like
Whoa. Whoa, what the hell?
with
Okay.
Steve.
With Steve. Wow.
Yeah. He played Kazumi and I play Kazumi again, same character.
Uh-huh.
But that time I beat him. But it was really shocked that I think all of the players, they don't know the Pakistan have they play Tekken. 100% players don't know the Pakistani players. There's nothing like there's no player in Pakistan. But he was really good and he beat me like 10-0 with like very easily. And then
Yeah.
in tournament I beat him, but after that he winning like Evo Japan and so many like major tournaments.
Yeah.
There was so I have really like pride that the first player who find a Pakistan player like and I tweet that, oh, this player can see Dragunov down too.
He reacted. Yeah, he said.
I tweet that tweet was really famous in Korea. Still famous in Korea.
Really?
Ulsan said, oh, he said, Ulsan said he can see like Dragunov down too. There was really like big meme before, and then
Yeah.
but
yeah.
see,
said
he's become legend. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have pride. I found the legend player first time. The first player who found.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Back in Malaysia
Yeah.
in that SCA FE major. Ni. So
Yeah.
obviously, the first time I saw you play Arslan was Dubai OUG tournament. I remember, you played him in grand finals and winners. When that tournament happened and then everything afterwards, what was your first reaction to Pakistani Tekken when you saw them come?
사실 그 전에 이제 아슬란이 나타나기 전에는 파키스탄이란 나라가 철권을 그렇게 하는지도 몰랐었고, 또 이제 두바이에 그때 갔을 때 그냥 처음으로 이제 파키스탄 사람들이 이제 게임을 한다는 걸 알았었는데, 그때 이제 게임을 했던 사람들이 이제 뭐 빌랄이랑 또 뭐 다른 이제 파키스탄 선수들이랑 이제 몇 번 했었는데, 기본적으로 일단 굉장히 잘했어서 되게 놀랐었고, 이쪽 사람들이 왜 철권을 이렇게 열심히 했는지부터 이제 좀 되게 신기한 그런 경험이었다라고 해야 되나? 또 이제 아슬란이 처음에 이제 보여줬던 그런 뭔가 방어적인 능력이 되게 대단하다고 생각했어요. 왜냐면 그렇게 잘 막는 사람은 그때 처음 봤었기 때문에, 뭔가 오랫동안 철권을 했었지만은 그렇게 막 가드를 많이 그렇게 잘하면서 하는 사람을 본 적이 없어 가지고 되게 좀 신선했다. 이 정도면 될 것 같은데, 배마가.
Before Arslan came out, he didn't know Pakistan has really strong Tekken scene. And the day when he went to Dubai, it was the first time for him to know Pakistani players uh, play Tekken.
Yep.
And he had some casuals with Pakistani players, and those players were so strong that he was surprised.
Hmm.
And he was just curious about Pakistani Tekken scene, how they became strong. And the first time when he saw Arslan, how he made his defense playstyle, it was so fresh because even he played a really long time for Tekken, like more than 10 years,
Mhm.
but he never seen that kind of playstyle, like really defensive.
Mm. And actually, the Pakistani players were saying that a lot of them learned Tekken by watching Ni actually, and watching the Korean Tekken, videos and stuff, which I think is really really cool as well. JoKa, obviously as a British Pakistani yourself, what was, and you said that you started playing in like properly in Tekken 7 season 2, right? So that was around the same time that Arslan started coming up. What was your reaction to seeing the rise of Pakistani Tekken, in the scene?
It's been amazing to see, man. Like I would have thought there'd be so many Pakistani players that are just so strong. When we first saw like Arslan at Evo and then he won Evo, it was just insane, man. I was just like to myself, man, I really need to go Pakistan. And then when I went to Pakistan, it was just like a reality check. Is like a big shock. Like you saw Spag, like we literally went into Arslan's boot camp. We went into that room, 10, 15 hours minimum every day. There's so many players. There could be kids, grown men, you know, people that are old enough to be granddads and stuff. And they're just good at Tekken, bro. It was so crazy. Like the level over there is insane. It's really good to see. And it just makes you wonder, like, how many more other regions are there that are undiscovered in Tekken? It's very interesting.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure, man. But you actually have gone there quite a bit in order to like play Tekken, and you actually are maybe the only person that has actually won a tournament in Pakistan. Can you talk to me a little bit about the style of Tekken there and how it differs a little bit, maybe from the other players in the world?
I just think with the way they play with so much confidence, and they like to disrespect a lot. But I think that's not all the players. Like some players are super aggressive, and then there's other players that aren't so aggressive. There's more. There's some players that are very like technical, like Numan for instance. And then you have someone like Arthur who's a complete opposite, who just he believes in his buttons so much. Like you can just tell when he plays, he's just oozing with confidence. It's insane. And then you have someone like Arslan also, who's super defensive, but he can also switch it up and play aggressive. It's just you only realize and understand the levels of Tekken like when you go to places like Pakistan, Korea, and when you play with those guys in long sets. It's amazing, man. And I feel like it's so inspiring, and it motivates you to get better at Tekken.
All right, let me ask you a question now, and you gotta be honest with me, JoKa. Yeah, no political
Bro,
answers, no
I
nothing.
know what you're gonna ask me, bro. I know what you're gonna ask me.
No, I gotta ask you, bro. I'm not gonna ask that question, right? But
Okay, thank you.
essentially, I'm going to. Give me now that you've seen the teams, and if anyone hasn't seen the teams, here are the teams. Have a quick look at them. JoKa, I want to ask you, like, and before I ask the other guys in it, what do you actually make of this exhibition, and what do you think is the likely outcome here for this 7v7?
Honestly, with the utmost respect to both teams, I honestly think it's gonna be close, but I think Pakistan will take it. I just think like Korea has so many strong players, as does Pakistan, but I feel like with Pakistan they have way more stronger players. Like Spag, we've seen this as well, right? We've been to Pakistan and we've just met like random kids and just random players that we've never heard of, and we've even played those guys in tournaments and they've beaten us. I mean, like, who is this kid? Like, who is this guy? You know? Um, I think Pakistan will win. It'll be very close though. I think it'll be super close. And it also depends on the format. We don't know about the format. But I think Korea also has a chance of winning as well. It's of course it can go anyway. But again, it depends on the day. And obviously it's gonna happen over 3 days, right?
Yeah.
So anything can happen, but you know, I'm British Pakistani, so I have to root for Pakistan. I'm sorry, my Korean friends. I love you all.
Fair enough, man. CBM, give me your analysis. I know you say you're not much of a country versus country person. You kind of think more about the individual, but you can't deny that Pakistan versus Korea has been basically every grand finals of every major we've been looking at. You know, even as recent as the Tekken World Tour finals, which was Rangchu versus Artif. We even had the EWC finals, which was Ulsan versus Artif, and then it always comes down to you guys, and you've played against Pakistanis a lot now. So, given you've seen the teams now, the teams are decided. What do you think about this exhibition and how it might go?
I don't want to say anything.
No, it's okay. You can say what you like. Remember, hang on. Remember NA versus EU, yeah? A lot of words were said, and it's okay. At the end of the day, you hug it out, and it's okay. Like, they're not gonna get offended. Say what you want to say. If you want to call them free, say the same.
Just be honest.
Just be honest. You won the Tekken World Tour finals. You won EWC. Just say, man, you guys have fallen off. You're washed. Flukistan. Say it. It's fine.
But I just frankly, what I think is, I saw lots of promotion videos from Pakistani players.
Yeah.
They said like they're just preparing a war, right?
Yeah.
But for me personally, these days, I don't take it that much seriously. That they didn't have any news and updates recently.
Yeah.
So now, maybe few days later, or like 1 week or 2 weeks later, just before the tournaments, I will be prepared. But for now, maybe I'm just a bit relaxed. So for me, I'm not sure how much I will perform, but I hope and I know our teammates like Ni, Ulsan, Chanel, Junting will go there so strong. I'm not confident, but I'm confident with my team. I believe in them. Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay. I like that answer. That was a very thought out answer by CBM.
He's basically saying he doesn't care. Like he's not practicing. It's okay. My teammates are gonna carry me.
No, he's saying, or maybe he's saying that I'm not practicing because I don't need to practice. Because
that's what he's saying.
guys in Pakistan are free anyway, man. You're gonna choke on the big stage anyway. It's fine.
Dangerous podcast.
You know, I can say there is nothing to learn by playing this game because I know everything. That's all, you know.
Ulsan, what do you think about this, man? Again,
Like,
you're the only person I feel like that has really given Atif like so much trouble. I feel, and I actually spoke to Arslan. And if he was here, I could tell him. But when I spoke to Arslan, he actually told me that he felt like you were gonna present a problem to Atif because of your playstyle. He said that I know you guys hadn't really played much, but he felt like you would be an issue for him in Tekken 8, and you ended up being an issue for him. What do you think about your matchup with Atif, but also what do you think of the exhibition as well?
I think before in Tekken 7, I was really bad against Atif. Like,
Mm.
I have casual match with Atif in the Philippines. The score was like 21. Atif was 20.
Yeah.
I was 1.
Whoa.
And I play main character like Kazumi, Bob, Paul. He played like Gigas Jack, kind of the sub characters, and lose like 21.
Wow.
And I thought he's like different level or just my counter player.
Yeah.
But I think the EWC was really like make me really change. Like that time I thought, oh, I remind about Atif. He's really human. He's also just player like me, so he's not special. Blah blah blah. And then I look him like just he's super strong, but just okay. We are 50-50, like kind of that. I add opinion about with the CBM.
Mhm.
You ask about like team, like Pakistan versus Korea, who's better like that.
Mhm.
But I think I still have when I meet Atif, I winning many times, but still I think this game is really care about luck.
Mm.
Just this game is too much, so many 50-50. And then just after win, oh, it was really lucky. So like that question, Pakistan versus Korea also, I think I don't preparing too much.
Mhm.
Just I pray for God of Tekken. No, just please God, I can do good 50-50. Like, and then like, but I think the most important thing is for winning for team is who team
Mm.
keeping the we take a last so many long time
Mm.
for tournament.
Yeah.
So the most important thing is uh one who team keeping like professional minds
Mm.
before the tournament. I think
Who
Yeah.
wins?
yeah,
So who
who keeping
wins?
good.
So who wins? You
I,
think who wins?
Who,
I
who's gonna
think,
win?
ah,
대답을 왜
Korea.
피해?
Okay, Korea. Korea's gonna win.
Hopefully Korea. Hopefully.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
I really hate lose.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
all player have same mind, but really hate lose. So I will try to keeping really professional minds and try to winning for my teams. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Team Korea.
Yay.
Nice.
I
I
will,
like that
I will
answer.
be carried in this. I
Please
will be carried.
take a flight like 40 hours flight for Pakistani teams and make them weaker. 40 hours flight.
Yeah, with 2 layovers and 40 hours, perfect. I mean, it didn't stop Arslan for Evo Japan, so I don't know. Maybe the guys they like those long flights. But Nee, let me ask you then. Pakistan versus Korea. Looking at the teams, what are you thinking going into that exhibition? What's your thoughts?
어, 일단 그 한파전이 또 우리나라에서 열리기 때문에 아무래도 이제 파키스탄 선수들이 좀 제 실력을 발휘하기 어렵지 않나라는 생각을 하는데, 왜냐면 저번에 이제 뭐 파키스탄 선수들이 이제 한국에 TWT 참여하러 왔을 때 카심이나 이제 뭐 그때 더존이랑 또 뭐 만나서 얘기도 하고 했었는데 일단 우리나라에서 뭔가 그 이제 제대로 된 뭔가 그 할랄 음식이나 이런 거를 좀 먹기가 쉽지 않은 것 같았어요. 그래서 이제 컨디션 부분이라든가 또 시차 때문에 아무래도 좀 어려움을 겪지 않을까라는 생각을 해요. 그래서 이제 아무래도 이제 우리는 홈그라운드이기 때문에 이제 그런 면에서 좀 실력이 발휘되는 부분이 좀 다를 것 같고 그래서 이제 '한국이 이기지 않을까.' 왜냐면 이제 이게 또 홈그라운드 버프 같은 것도 있고 이제 파키스탄 선수들이 이제 컨디션이 어떻게 될지 모르기 때문에 그런 부분에서 이제 우리나라가 좀 유리하다고 생각하기 때문에 '한국의 승리로 되지 않을까.'라는 생각합니다.
What he said
Yay.
was Korea versus Pakistan is happening in Korea. That he also had a talk with Kasim and Dojon when they came to Korea.
Mhm.
And they said in Korea we don't have maybe there are only a few places to eat halal food,
Mm.
so they had a maybe bad condition,
Okay.
also time difference, also and Koreans we have a home ground opportunity, so he thinks Korea is gonna take it.
Okay, you have the advantage because it's the home ground. I think there's
Yeah.
places where we can eat halal though, right? JoKa, just to let you guys know, me and JoKa will also be there. And
I went there too, you know. We went there.
we went to one
Itaewon.
place in
Halal
Itaewon.
food.
Yeah, yeah.
Halal.
There's
think,
there's a lot of places I think.
That place was good.
our tournament place around
But-
tournament place, I think there's no halal.
It's
If
okay.
you guys don't tell Pakistani players about that restaurant, maybe they don't know, so maybe we can win.
Ah, okay.
I'm sure Daniel has that covered anyway.
I think
Like,
Arslan was there though with us.
yeah,
and Arthur as well.
Arthur was there?
Yeah, he was with us.
I don't. Was he?
He was.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But anyways, what do you think? I want to ask you what you think, Spag.
No,
You
you're not allowed to ask me
me.
questions. This is
Why-
my
why-
podcast.
No,
You don't
we
ask
need
me
to
questions.
We need to ask you as well.
I honestly think the same thing as you. I think it's going to be very, very close. And I think that the difference might be on how good Osama plays because he's maybe the person who has less information. Everyone has less information on him. He won the LCQ in the EWC, and I think he's very, very strong. Naman Chaudhry, I think, is also very strong, but he might have an issue playing on the big stages. He's not used to international competition. So
Nee played against Osama at EWC, right?
did he? Nee, you played.
I-
What do you think of Osama's playstyle?
오사마?
Yeah.
사실 이제 주온이라는 캐릭터는 사실 어느 정도 이제 방어적인 캐릭터라고 생각했는데 우사마 같은 경우는 굉장히 공격적인 준을 보여줬기 때문에 준을 그렇게 할 수 있는지 처음 느꼈다고 해야 될까요? 그래서 우사마가 진짜 뭔가 포텐이 터지면은 진짜 좋은 성적을 낼 수 있을 거라고 생각합니다.
What he said was he thought Jun is quite defensive character before he met Usama.
Mm.
But Usama showed really aggressive Jun, so he has a potential to have really good.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think.
When
Yeah.
when Osama lost before,
Mhm.
and I saw his pure skill is really good, so I just asked him try to change Dragunov.
change Dragunov.
I asked him try to change
yeah.
not June.
Not Jun. Just play Dragunov. You
Yeah.
played him actually as well, right, JoKa?
Yeah, I did.
tournament.
LCQ,
His pure skill is really good.
Yeah. What do you think of Osama? You think he's going to be able to perform well there in Korea? JoKa.
I hope he does, but I'm not sure. Like, traveling to a whole another country and stuff. I think it might be a lot of pressure. He's young as well. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to handle it. I think everyone else has traveled right on the Pakistani team, like the whole experience. They have experience and
They
stuff.
do. Noman now went to the finals. He didn't play. That's the thing. Noman did not play as we know him to be able to play. Right. He makes a lot of mistakes when he's playing. But normally we don't see him as a guy. He's so clean, But these guys all have experience, So it should help. I think.
I think the food is a very big factor though, like these guys were saying, because I know like Arthur specifically, he only eats like Pakistani and Indian food wherever he goes. He doesn't eat anything else, you know. So yeah.
I remember I remember a picture. So when Away Sunny and Artif went to Japan for the first time for the 2019 Master event, you know how in Japan they have the curry and half the plate's the rice and the other half's the curry, and I just remember a picture of Artif just ate the rice and he didn't touch the curry at all. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna have the rice, man. Yeah, they're very picky eaters. You're a picky eater as well, bro.
I used to be until I started traveling.
You're better now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, that's all the questions that I had, you know, because we've spoken about Tekken 8, the balance and kind of season 2, what we want to see. We've gone through all the kind of personal questions, and of course with the Pakistan versus Korea. And just to remind you guys again that the Korea versus Pakistan event will be taking place on the 14th to the 16th of March. That's 1 month away, actually less than a month away now, and that's going to be happening live offline in Seoul. 7 versus 7 competition there, man. It's going to be history in the making. Hasn't been done before. So yeah, that's what's going to happen there. I'm going to leave you guys now with just one more question, and it's a positive one, man. It's a positive one. I want to ask you guys, what is your favorite memory of Tekken? It could be a tournament win. It could be just, you playing with someone or meeting someone, whatever it is. I'll start with you, CBM. What is your favorite memory from Tekken?
I need maybe I need time to think about it. You know?
JoKa, I'll ask you.
Why am I the first one to answer this?
I just kind of looked at you and I thought, you know what? He looks like he's ready to answer.
You know what? Even I was like typing in Korean and I got question and how do I answer it? Give me some time.
Yeah, JoKa. Well, I'll ask you. Do you have a favorite or a good memory? Like not your favorite, but anything that stands out.
I think winning only the best against Super Ukuma, I think that was like the first big tournament I won. And like there were other players in attendance, like Arslan was there, Anakin was there. And being able to win that tournament, I think was super good because I think that year I got like so many third places, second places, and I finally managed to win a big tournament. So I think that would stay with me forever.
Nice. Ulsan, do you have one?
I think I should talk about without EWC.
Yeah, without
Okay.
EWC.
Yeah.
That's an obvious one, right?
Easy to think. So
Yeah.
I think after EWC, I solved my family's debt. I think there was I did my best like moments of in my life that
Wow.
I did very good for family. But there was first time I did the best for my family. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really cool, man. That's awesome. CBM, will you come up with an answer yet?
Maybe the day when I went back to the UK, but this time for Tekken, I was really happy.
Nice. Well,
UK in the house.
Which UK? Which time? When you went to the Golden Letters or the time before that?
Maybe in 2019 for versus fighting, and also I stayed 1 week before the mix-up for exhibition matches at UIU Jin's house.
Yeah.
It was good memory that I stayed in the UK before, but I went there as a professional player. My job was changed. I was happy for that.
Sick, man, sick. Nee, I got a couple questions for you actually, Nee, this time. Your favorite Tekken memory, if you have one. I'll ask that one first. What is your favorite Tekken memory?
아무래도 이제 선수들한테 물어보면 다들 이제 자기 우승했을 때 기억일 것 같아서 그런 거는 빼고 얘기하자면 철권 5가 처음 나왔을 때가 가장 그 기억에 남는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 그건 그때 이제 철권 5 때 이제 그 카드 시스템이 처음 등장하면서 자기 아이디와 캐릭터를 커스터마이즈 할 수 있는 그게 처음 생겼을 때 오락실에서 처음 그렇게 봤을 때 뭔가 계급, 그다음에 캐릭터 커스터마이즈, 또 뭐 자기 이제 전적, 그다음에 그런 게 나왔을 때 정말 혁신이라고 생각을 했었기 때문에 그때 너무 신기했고 이제 게임을 할 때 카드를 꼽고 하고 하는 거를 처음 해 봤다 보니까 그때에 받았던 그 경험은 진짜 엄청난 뭔가 이제 휴대폰이 처음 나왔을 때 같은 그런 느낌을 받았기 때문에 그게
약간
완전
센세이션 충격적입니다.
완전 처음으로 뭔가 기억에 가장 오래 남는 것 같아요.
What he said was if you ask players about like favorite memories, maybe they would say the winning moment. So he just wants to say besides those memories, he wants to say the first day when Tekken 5 was released, because before Tekken 5 they didn't have a card system, but at Tekken 5 they made a new system about like related to cards, because they can have their own ID on the screen and they can customize their character,
Yeah.
and they made rank. So he thought it's kind of a sensation to have their own rank character customized and name on it. So he just want to say that was the most memorable moment for his Tekken life.
Wow, Tekken 5, and they introduced the banner pass. The second question is, Ni, what is your favorite ever Tekken? Your favorite Tekken?
Oh.
Tekken 5.
Tekken 5?
Yeah.
Tekken 5.
Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection.
DR, Tekken 5 DR.
DR.
Yeah.
And do you think which was the strongest Ni? Which Tekken?
그런가?
Strongest.
가장 잘했던 형 본인의 가장 잘했던 가장 무릎이라는
리즈 시절
사람의
얘기하는 건가요?
가장 잘했던 리즈 시절? 약간 그렇게 표현하면 좀 편하게
제일
해석될
피지컬
것 같긴
좋았대.
한데.
약간 이런 거.
제일 극이라고
Tekken 5.
생각.
Tekken 5 DR.
Tekken 5.
Damn, Tekken 5, you heard it here, ladies and lads. Tekken 5 DR, Ni was the prime, but he's still killing it, man. All the way here in 2025 for season 2. Ladies and lads, that's going to be the episode for today. Thank you very much, Ni, Ulsan, JoKa, CBM. Good luck to you guys as well, of course, for the Pakistan vs. Korea. And thank you very much for giving your insight as well. It looks like we're still in a situation right now where, you know, we want things to change in Tekken 8. And if you guys didn't know, of course, the Tekken talk will be taking place February 24th, 25th, and you can see the time zones there. Central European time, 4 a.m. If you're in the UK, that is 3 a.m. On February 25th, and they're going to be obviously Michael Murray, Harada, Nakatsu, and Yasuda Esports are going to be talking about season 2. So we might get we're going to get a lot of information there, in fact, and we might see some new changes that they've made there. But that's going to be it, guys. Ni, Ulsan, JoKa, CBM, thank you so much for joining me here. And for everyone watching either on YouTube or on Twitch, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Take care.
See ya. Bye bye.
Take care, guys. Take care, guys.
Thank you.